Right now, 5 categories of everyday gadgets are being sold with some version of the word AI on the box. A toothbrush, a water bottle, a pet feeder, a security camera, and a health ring. I went and pulled the actual spec sheets, the patents, and the engineering explanations behind every single one of them, because marketing copy and actual hardware are two very different things. Here's what's real, what's a sensor with a buzzword stapled to it, and exactly where the line sits. The test I used throughout this video is simple. Real AI changes its output based on new data over time. A fixed sensor triggers the same response every single time, no matter what, and just describes that response using AI language. Hold on to that test, because it's going to separate every product on this list cleanly. Number 5. The AI Smart Toothbrush. Specifically the kind built around what manufacturers call AI Clean Analysis. Take the Oclean X Pro Elite, one of the most reviewed models in this category. Underneath the marketing, here's what's actually happening. A 6-axis gyroscope tracks the brush head's position across 8 zones in your mouth, and a fixed scoring algorithm rates your coverage from 0 to 100. If you score under 90, it tells you to keep brushing. That's the entire system. It is not learning your personal brushing pattern over weeks. It is not adapting its scoring based on your gum health. It's a motion sensor plus a lookup table, and independent reviewers have already caught it misflagging zones that were actually brushed properly. A gyroscope is real hardware. Calling its fixed output AI is the gimmick. Number 4. The AI Self-Cleaning Water Bottle. The Lark Bottle PureViz is the one most people picture here, and to Lark's actual credit, they don't even market it as AI. The Gadget Press just lumps it into AI roundup lists because it has an app. What it really uses is a 280 nanometer UVC LED, the same wavelength hospitals use to sterilize rooms, independently tested at a 99.9999% reduction of E. coli after a 3-minute cycle. The hydration tracking comes from a photosensor that reads water level only when the bottle sits flat on a surface, which is why it misses sips taken on the move. That's real, well-engineered UV technology. It just has nothing to do with artificial intelligence, and this is exactly the kind of product that gets quietly mislabeled by gadget sites chasing the AI keyword, not by the manufacturer itself. Number 3, and this is where it actually gets interesting. AI pet feeders, specifically brands like PetKit. These track exactly how much your pet eats and drinks at each visit, log it over days and weeks, and flag deviations from that pet's own baseline, not a generic average. That's a real, if basic, form of pattern detection. It's not deep learning, it's closer to a personalized threshold alert, but it is genuinely comparing new data against history specific to your animal, which puts it a real step above a fixed sensor. Number 2, AI security cameras, and the Arlo Pro 5S is the clearest example. This runs onboard computer vision, a genuinely established branch of machine learning that classifies what triggers the camera into actual categories: person, vehicle, package, or animal, instead of just registering motion like older cameras did. That classification step is doing real inference on image data, not running a fixed rule, and it's the direct reason false alerts drop so sharply compared to motion-only cameras from 5 years ago. This is one of the only products on this list where the AI claim and the actual underlying technology genuinely match. And number 1, the only device on this list running continuous, personalized machine learning, the Oura Ring. It tracks your heart rate variability, body temperature, and movement overnight, and builds what it calls a readiness score that's calibrated against your own historical baseline, not a generic population average, and that baseline keeps shifting as it collects more nights of your data. That's the actual definition of a system that learns and adapts over time, which is precisely the test we started this video with. People who've used one for several months consistently report adjusting workouts based on that score specifically because the device is reading their own trend line, not running a fixed formula. So here's the pattern across all 5, in order. A gyroscope with a scoring chart got called AI. A UV sensor that isn't even marketed as AI got swept into AI listicles anyway. A feeder comparing your pet's data to its own history earned a fair middle spot. A camera doing real image classification earned a high spot. And a ring that continuously updates its model based on your own data is the only one that's unambiguously the real thing. Next time you see the word AI on a box, skip the marketing copy and look for one specific phrase instead. Does it learn from data specific to you, or does it just classify against a fixed rule? That one distinction is the difference between buying real engineering and buying a sticker. If this saved you from believing a sticker on a box, hit that like button and subscribe, because I'm going to keep pulling apart the actual spec sheets behind trending AI gadgets so you don't have to. Tell me in the comments which AI-labeled product you want investigated next.